In this video, we're going to do a communication type of question. So a student simplifies x plus 3 over 4 plus x minus 3 over 6 and gets an answer of 2x over 12. Explain what the student did incorrectly to get this answer. Okay, so they had x plus 3 over 4 plus x minus 3 over 6, and they ended up getting this answer, 2x over 12. So when you get a question like this, what you actually want to do is you actually want to go through the steps of solving this and then see at which point they're going to get this here. So notice that we're adding fractions here, so we're going to have to get a common denominator. So common denominator between 4 and 6, lowest common denominator is 12. So it seems like they got that part right. So this 4 we have to multiply by 3, which means we have to multiply the top by 3. And then this here we have to multiply by 2, means we have to multiply the top by 2. So we would end up with 3 bracket x plus 3 plus 2 bracket x minus 3. And when you simplify this, when you distribute the 3 inside this bracket, the 2 inside this bracket, 3x plus 2x gives us 5x. 9 minus 6 gives us 3. And this is all over 12. So notice 5x plus 3 is not 2x over 12. So how could they have got the 2x there in the numerator? Well, if you notice, they have x plus 3 plus x minus 3. And if you simplify that, notice the 3's cancel out and you end up with 2x. So what was their mistake? Well, they got the lowest common denominator, but they didn't multiply the numerator by the constant in order to make an equal fraction. So what they did was they kept the numerator as is. So they had x plus 3 over 12 plus x minus 3 over 12, and they just added those. But they had to multiply the x plus 3 by 3, and they had to multiply the x minus 3 by 2. So it's kind of tough to say in words. I guess what you could say is they changed the denominator, but kept the numerator the same. And you can't do that because then the fractions are not the same as they were before. So for example, 2 over 3, that is the same as 4 over 6, right? If we multiply both the numerator and the denominator by 2. But if we just multiply the denominator by 2, we would get 2 over 6. And 2 over 3 and 2 over 6, those are different. 2 over 6 simplifies to 1 over 3. So you got to keep everything in proportion, right? So you could say the fractions are different. I don't know, I'm not the best at like answering communication type of questions. So the fractions are different and weren't kept in proportion. I don't know, I think that would be a good enough explanation. The fractions are different and weren't kept in proportion. Right, so you basically didn't multiply that numerator by 3 as well. So that's how they got the 2x, but the correct answer should have been 5x plus 3 over 12.